Again, I'm Mike Berry, uh, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. I want to talk a little about the science associated with environmental rulemaking, and especially with the ORV development plan and access issue in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. First, I began studying and practicing environmental management and science at the federal level of government in the late 1960s, long before it became fashionable as it is currently. I am thrilled to see public concern over the environment. It is one of the great events in my lifetime, and it will continue to be so. Without a healthy environment, we cannot have a healthy quality of life on this planet Earth. I have over 3 decades of experience of assessing science at the federal level as the basis for regulation. As the Deputy Director of the National Center for Environmental Assessment, I took part in a review of hundreds of environmental science assessments. At the University of North Carolina for over 20 years, I taught environmental management. I taught environmental science, and I taught the assessment of environmental science, what constitutes good science, valid science for decision making. We throw the word science around a lot, and it's important to understand what science is. First off, science is essential for environmental decision making and environmental management, because you cannot manage what you do not understand. And science is a body of knowledge that has been collected, reviewed, and assessed, deemed to be credible, that answers the question how the environment, how the world around us works. That's what science does. There's other things about science. Science is a process based upon the scientific method. The scientific method is hypothesis testing, where you formulate a hypothesis or theory, you design an experiment, you make observations and measurements, you assess those measurements, mainly often through statistical methods, and then you draw a conclusion. You fail to accept, or you accept the hypothesis. There's a clear method, and you know it when you see it, especially if you've done hundreds of them. One of the important things that people need to understand with science is it's the only discipline that opens itself to disproof. It's constantly changing. Science doesn't stay fixed, especially environmental science. We're constantly learning. There is no definite conclusion to anything. Science is always fraught with uncertainty. And many scientific conclusions, especially if they're derived from models, are based on assumptions, and these all need to be clearly stated. Now, we've heard the comment a lot lately, like it's best available science. Well, let me say something about best available science. It does not include flawed science, it does not include incomplete information, and it does not include junk science. It's a body of information that has some validity to it, as demonstrated by review. In recent weeks, the public has seen what happens when scientists don't do proper review and open disclosure of information. We see that with the global warming issue. We see it in many issues. The federal government knows how to review science. It's had a lot of experience in that area.